Hey guys, welcome to today's activity. Today you are going to be dog show judges. The People's Choice Dog Show. Here are the directions. The world of competitive dog shows is getting a serious dose of swag. Tired of the traditional mumbo jumbo, organizers of the People's Choice Dog Show set out to do something different. In traditional dog shows, the dogs and their handlers run in a circle. A single judge picks whichever dogs they think are the best. The People's Choice organizers are flipping this on their head by bringing advanced metrics and hashtags into the game. They have organized dogs by weight classes, set up an obstacle course, and have crafted an algorithm, that's an equation, that they believe will pick the true, undisputed best dog on earth based on ideal measures. So, here is that algorithm, that equation that we're going to practice together, and you are going to determine the winner. The score will equal 2 times W minus W. So you'll see on your paper, the weight minus weight. The lowercase represents the actual data and the capital represents the ideal. So you'll notice here, it is 50. So we'll start with the Australian Shepherd. 53 is the Australian Shepherd. The ideal is 55. So what we're doing is we're taking the dog's weight minus the ideal weight plus 3 times the dog's height minus the ideal height plus 4 times the agility minus the ideal agility. And the swag, same thing. So what we're going to do, whoops, wrong way. In this algorithm, the capital letters represent the ideal weight for the weight class, and the lowercase letters represent the data from the individual dogs that I just mentioned. We're going to practice this. If you're like, what's going on here? Stay with me and watch it over and over and over again until you understand. Please do not give up and just keep practicing. Keep watching this video until you do understand the process. Swag is a measurement that combines elements of the dog's natural swagger and the number of hashtag tweets it receives during its presentation. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first dog. We're going to do the Australian Shepherd. There he is right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fill out, solve this equation. So I'm just going to go ahead, just like when we do the order of operations, you're going to want to have like an ice cream shape by the time you're done. So the score for this Australian Shepherd equals score equals 2 times the absolute value of 53 minus 55 plus 3 times the absolute value of the actual height minus the ideal, so 51 minus 50, plus 4 times the absolute value of the agility minus the ideal, so 5 minus 9, and then plus 5, it's the important one, the swagger score, 5 times 7/10 minus 10. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and treat the absolute value symbols just like parentheses. So I'm going to go ahead and write the score equals 2 times the absolute value of 52 minus 55. And when I plug that into my calculator, I get -3. So the absolute value of -3, we'll talk about that in a minute, plus 3 times the absolute value of 51 minus 50, which is 1, plus 5 times the absolute value of 5 minus 9, which is -4. When you plug that into a calculator, plus 5 times the absolute value of 7/10 minus 10. When you plug that into the calculator, you get -9 and 3/10. It's like order of operations. I'm going to go down one more level here. Score equals I'm going to go ahead and solve for the absolute value here. So I have, remember, the absolute value of a number is its distance from 0. So we'll get 2 times 3, since the absolute value of -3 is 3, plus the absolute value of 1 is 1. 3 times 1, plus the absolute value of -4 is 4, so 5 times 4, plus 5 times 9.3. Use your calculator, and you're going to use the calculator to do the next part. 9.3. Keep going here. 2 more rows. Score equals 2 times 3 is 6, plus 3 plus 5 times 4 is 20, plus, in my calculator, I'm going to do 5 times 9.3. I know that 5 times 9 is 45. 5 times 0.3 is 1.5, so that's 46.5. Add those all together. I get 6 plus 3 is 9, 29. 46 plus 29 is 75.5. So the score for the Australian Shepherd is 75.5. So on your paper, you're going to go ahead and fill in the score for the Australian Shepherd. I'm going to do a couple more for you here with you. I'll do the first 4. And then if you feel pretty confident with the steps, you can stop watching this video and then go ahead and complete the scores on your own until you finish scoring each of the dogs and figure out who won the dog show. With completion of this activity, by everybody, we will watch about 30 minutes of a dog show competition on Friday. I can't wait. Again, this will happen if everybody completes this assignment. Stay with me, practice with me, watch it over and over and over and over again until you understand the process. Then it's your job to find the score and find the winner of the dog competition. All right, pause the video if you're good. If you're ready for the next example, go ahead and continue with me. So we'll do the Basset Hound next. I'll go ahead and put a picture of him so you know what we're looking at. Basset Hound. What? Oh, okay. I guess we're not getting a picture of. Oh, Google Images. Basset Hound. There we go. Put him up there. All right, let's go ahead and start solving here. So we'll start with the score equals 2 times Basset Hound weight, which is 55 minus 55. So 2 times 55 minus 55. Plus 3 times the height minus the ideal height, so 30 minus 50. 3 times 30 minus 50 plus 4 times the 11 minus 9. 4 times 11 minus 9 plus 5 times the absolute value of 6.7 minus 10. Go ahead and find the absolute value, or simplify what's inside the absolute value symbol signs here. Score equals 2 times the absolute value of 0 plus 3 times the absolute value of negative 20. When you plug that into a calculator, 30 minus 50, when you plug that into the calculator, gives you negative 20 plus 4 times the absolute value of 2 plus 5 times the absolute value. Plug that into the calculator, you should get negative 3.3. Next row, we'll go ahead and find the absolute value. 2 times 0 plus 2 times 20. Remember, just absolute value plus absolute value of 2. 4 times 2. And 5 times 3.3. The absolute value of negative 3.3 is just positive 3.3. Let's keep going down here. We're going to go ahead and multiply. 2 times 0 is 0, plus 20 times 2 is 40. 4 times 2 is 8. 5 times 3.3, I can do that using mental math. 5 times 3 is 15, or you can use a calculator. 5 times 3 tenths is 1 and 5 tenths. 15 plus 1 and 5 tenths equals 16 and 5 tenths. Add those together using your calculator. You should get 48 plus 16.5, 64.5. The score for our Australian Shepherd was 75.5. Basset Hound was 64.5. If you feel super confident in this skill now, go ahead and pause this video and you can go ahead and find the scores for each of these dogs on your own. Time for the Bull Terrier. I'm kind of ugly. To each their own. All right. Score equals 2 times 63 minus 55 plus 3 times minus 50 plus 4 times 12 minus 9 plus 5, 11.7 minus 10. A lot of swag. Okay, score equals order of operations here. Find the absolute value. 2, or find what's inside the absolute value. 63 minus 55 is 8. Plus 3 times the absolute value. 50 minus 50 is 0. Plus 4 times 12 times minus 9 is 3. Plus 11.7 minus 10 is 1.7. 5 times 1.7, the absolute value. Again, now we're going to go ahead and plug in the absolute value for each of them. You might notice that they're all positive, so I'm actually not going to do the next step because we can just multiply 2 times 8, 3 times 0, etc. So the score equals 2 times 8 is 16, plus 3 times 0 is 0, 4 times 3 is 12, plus 5 times 1.7. 5 times 1 is 1. 5 times 7 is 3.5. 5 plus 3.5 is 8.5. That means the, what is this thing? The Bull Terrier. Its score is 28 plus 8.5, 36.5. Ooh, that's not a very good score. All right, last but not least, what I'm going to do with you, hopefully you are getting and understanding the process here, how to solve for the absolute value, and you are going to determine the worldwide winner of this competition. So we'll go ahead and do the last dog, the collie. Oh, I love collies. You ever seen the movie Lassie? That's a good one. I'll look up Lassie. Oh, beautiful. Love it. All right. So we'll go ahead and start here. Score equals 2 times 60 minus 55. 2 times 60 minus 55 plus 3 times 52 minus 50 plus 4 times the absolute value of 5 minus 9 plus 5 times the absolute value of 1.9 minus 10. Let's go ahead and solve inside the absolute value symbols. Minus 55 is 5, plus 2 minus 50 is 2, so 3 times the absolute value of 2, plus 4 times 5 minus 9. When you plug that into the calculator, 5 minus 9 is negative 4. So 4 times the absolute value of negative 4, plus 5 times 1.9 minus 10, plug that into the calculator, you should get negative 8.1. Let's go ahead and find the absolute value for each of these. Score equals 2 times 5 plus 3 times 2 plus 4 times 4 plus 5 times 8.1. Go ahead and multiply. Score equals 10 plus 6 plus 16 plus 5 times 8 is 40. 5 times 1/10 is 5/10. 40 and 5/10. Go ahead and add those up. 16 plus 16 is 32. 32 plus 40 and 5/10 is 72 and 5/10. Looks like our collie, our Lassie dog, is in second place. 72 and 5/10. Now that we've done 4 examples, you should be well on your way to using this formula to figure out who won the dog competition. Go ahead and rewatch this video if you need to understand what the process is to determine the final score for each of the dogs. If you're unable to finish all of the dogs, you need to give your best effort. Maybe your best effort is just doing 10 of these and showing all your work, or your best effort is finishing this and knowing who won the dog competition. Either way, you must use your time well and complete this assignment.